Welcome to The Breakdown. I am Dan Kahan. Today joining us from Go Island, Mr. James Green.
I ain't mad at you.
Also from Jack FM 103.1 from the Ian Slipp Show, Mr. Ian Slipp.
I don't have a catchphrase, I'm sorry.
And Mr. Pat Thomas.
I'm wearing new socks.
We're kind of having a sausage party here today, which is good. All right.
The most vulgar way of saying all four guys are talking about things.
The Premier gave a whole bunch of big raises out to her staff. People got crazy about it. She took all the raises back. Ian, if you were in charge of giving out money to yourself and to your staff, what would you do?
I'm really hard on myself, so I think I would demote myself probably. Like I'd start at Premier and become like manager of the interior and then janitor at some point. And I mean, people could get money from me for a song too. Like, Ian, I really want to, take the long weekend. Like, oh, okay, here's a couple $100. Go have fun.
Pat, what about you?
I think if I was ever put in charge of the money, society's made a great mistake, but I would definitely give myself a huge fat raise and hire all my buddies, give us all fat raises.
James?
Yeah. Well, it all starts with a pig roast. Yeah. If I was to be in charge of the money, then I don't know if there'd be enough money, because if salaries kept up with inflation over the past 20, 30 years, I don't know if there'd be enough in the coffers.
Should women be allowed in men's locker rooms?
Only if men are allowed in women's locker rooms.
I agree. Good point.
But then, maybe we don't want to see that.
I've been in a hockey locker room, and wow, it stinks. It's pretty rough in there, you know. I mean, the boys work hard out on the ice, ladies. So just keep that in mind.
I don't know why they would. The male body is just the grossest thing you can. It's like a partially decorated Christmas tree. Whereas, it is such a typical response, like, oh, we should be allowed in the female locker room. Of course we do. Women are gorgeous. It's beautiful, curvy.
Soft curves. Soft, yeah.
Nobody wants to see the beat-up 1986 Jeep Wrangler that is the male body. So, like, if you want to be there, go for it, at your discretion, obviously.
Right.
The women are going to the guys' locker room. Should guys be allowed to go into women's locker rooms?
Is it an issue of nudity? Is that the problem? Because everybody has the internet. Like,
Right.
You have seen way worse today than what's going on in male locker rooms.
I was up at UVic the other day, and they have co-ed washrooms. So, there's guys peeing and girls peeing next to each other.
Speaking of urinals, when you're at the urinal, where do you look? There's two guys on either side of you?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead?
No exceptions.
You're not allowed to talk to a guy?
No, you're not. It's cultural accepted weirdness. Like, everybody is in the same boat. Everybody acknowledges that this is weird. Let's just be here for 30 seconds, then move on.